Hey, what's up? Good evening, everyone. What's up? What's up? Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Real Life Relationship Growth, the intro. Hey, what's up? Good evening, everyone. Good evening. It is 8:02. It is 8:02. So I was lingering a little bit tonight because I was waiting for my peoples to join, but everybody's running a little bit late. And that's cool. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to the Real Life Relationship Growth. Welcome to the couch, y'all. What's up? It is Thursday. We meet every Thursday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are here unless something happens, something goes on, and I have to reschedule. And I always let you guys know that, but we will be here every Thursday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I always like to go ahead and get started because I know you guys are going to pop in a little bit late, possibly, or when you're watching this at another time later, because the lives are posted on the YouTube channel. So thank you guys for joining me wherever you are, wherever you are. So, hey, I'm Donna. What's up? I am the creator of the Real Life Relationship Growth channel, podcast, YouTube channel. It doesn't matter to me, whatever you want to call it. But this is what I do every Thursday. Yo, come join me on the couch. Now, this used to be called Camper Conversation, but that was back in the day and it had its place. But we are on the couch every Thursday in the studio because we're coming and we're going to have these discussions. So do me a favor. If you have not, please, please, please go to YouTube. We're going to go live on YouTube. That's where I want everybody to be. We're live on Facebook as well, but I'm trying to push YouTube. So if you have not already, please go to the YouTube channel, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, make sure you're there and you're catching everything. There's videos there that you can watch from previous lives, and we talked about different things there. So this is the criteria. This is what we do here, right? This is the criteria for you to be a part of the Real Life Relationship Growth family. This is what it is. You have to be, y'all ready? You have to be single, dating, courting, engaged, married, divorced, or widower. That is the criteria for you to be here and be a part of this family. Now, if you fall into any of those categories, then guess what, y'all? Y'all are in the right place. Y'all are in the perfect place. This is where you want to be. Because here on the Real Life Relationship Growth, we are not here to male bash or female bash. We're not here to talk about people and talk down to each other. We are here to love on each other. We are here to grow in this thing called life and relationship, because sometimes it can get a little hectic. It can get a little difficult. Sorry. So this is the thing, y'all. I am not a relationship expert. I am not. I'm just a Black woman in this life, living this thing, doing the damn thing, and enjoying myself in the process. That is who I am. I've had some ups, I've had some downs. I've learned to take things and either grow from them or throw them away if they're not serving the purpose that they need to serve in my life. That is it. That is it. And that's the only thing we can do. Y'all, I apologize. I usually have my right hand on with me, Miss Corey B, but she's not feeling well tonight. Hey, Corey, hope you're doing okay. Corey's usually on with me, and Corey is in the background checking things out, making sure things are going well. But because she's not here, I'm trying to man everything. But it's all right. It's all right. Because we're gonna get this thing and we're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right and we're gonna get this thing and we're gonna keep going. So listen. The topic tonight, and I'm gonna have a few gentlemen come on tonight. They're gonna come, waiting for them to pop up, and I'm gonna add them on. A few gentlemen tonight, because I think the brothers need to sound off on this video. I saw a video this week. Um, and I'm gonna play it in a minute. And one of my homeboys was like, "Yo, you need to do this topic. This needs to be the topic for Thursday." Hey, Corey, this needs to be the topic for Thursday. And so I watched it, and I'm like, you know what? My apologies. I actually had posted it to the page. I had it posted to the page. My confusion for a second. I posted it to the RLRG page, and um when I posted it, it got I put it on my personal page, and I put it on the real life relationship growth page, right? And it got some hits, it got some comments, and then he came in and he was like, "Yo, can we do this topic tonight? We need to do this one." And I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. So let me tell y'all, I would love for you guys to continue to send me topics and send me ideas and subjects. I get a lot of my topics from the men. I get a lot of my topics from the men, y'all. Just gonna be honest. Which says, ladies, these brothers are in this thing too. They might not do a lot of this like we do, and they may not always communicate the way we want them to, but they want and need the same things we want and need. We just have to learn how to do that for one another, right? In just different ways. We gotta learn how to do that for one another. So, um, on the page, we don't necessarily move one way or another. We don't hype up women and don't turn around and hype up men. We have funny things on there. We have things that are serious and real because we're real life relationship growth. And we are here to just do that to grow. So I'm trying to give y'all a chance to let y'all come on and add on before I play the video because it's a little bit lengthy, but it is worth listening to. It is worth listening to because that is our topic tonight. Where he at? That is it's our topic tonight. And let me put up the topic, y'all. Let me tell y'all the topic, and y'all gonna understand why this is the topic when the video plays. But our topic tonight is ooh child. That is our topic tonight. Oh, child. When y'all see the video, y'all are going to totally understand why it's ooh, child. So, listen, if you guys are on Facebook, do me a favor. Do me a favor, please. Come on over to YouTube. If you guys are on Facebook, come on over to YouTube for me. There's the YouTube um, channel page right there, Real Life Relationship Growth. Come on over to YouTube. Facebook does its thing. It kind of glitches sometimes, and I don't want anybody to miss anything. All right. All right. So let me give you guys a little backdrop before we get started. So this page was created to build relationships. It's just not focused on the male female dynamic, but the male female dynamic is the center because in the center of males and females and coming together in relationships develop families, right? So you have your children and then you have your extended family and everything like that. So we are here because we want to build that. Make a little announcement real quick. I'm going to have a 6-week series, coming up in March, very, very soon. And the topic of that series is generational curses, closing the gap. Generational curses, closing the gap. I have Miss Larita Dalton, who is a family therapist, a professional trained, licensed family therapist. She will be a part of this thing for 6 weeks. Our first night, we're going to do a question and answer segment, but then we're going to go into having different families and different people come along and join us. At different times. We're going to have them come along and join us. Okay. So that is the announcement. Y'all stay tuned for that. Y'all stay tuned for that. I see my boy Mike has added in the background. I'm going to add him on in just a second. Give me a second, Mike. I see you, babe. I appreciate it. So the 6-week series that is coming up. So let me introduce this brother before I bring him on. Let me introduce this brother before I bring. You know what? I'm going to bring him on first. Let me say, hey, hey.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on?
Got a bigger screen, so I think I can take my glasses up now. I need these joints.
You need them? You
Yeah,
need them?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What's good, Dad?
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Our other guest is saying that he's on, but I don't see him. Let me try to get him on. So y'all, let me introduce Mike while we waiting, because we all know Mark. Mark from Date Night Live. This is my boy Mike Davis. What's up, sir?
One and only
Y'all, a
easy.
little a little background. This is one of my big brothers. This is one of my big brothers. Mike has been a part of me, a part of our family. Wow. I had to be in junior high school. Um, Going into high school, his sister and I were close to the same age,
Yep.
and he and my brothers
Had a
are
fight.
close to the same age. Yep. 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 So,
You take off and everything. I was,
yeah. Mike has always supported me, y'all, from being a younger one, and he's always been that big brother, and he still is, and he always supports the page and the family. Mike,
and
what you got going on, sir?
Dan's better than me though. She know that.
We ain't even gonna get into that. We ain't gonna get it. Look, it may be some debate when Llewellyn gets on here.
Yeah.
Tell the people a little bit about you, big brother. Tell them a little bit.
Oh man, I'm the big brother like no other, the step brother from another mother. So we go way back to Fort Dix. I was a
Hmm.
military brat. She was a military brat. So I started, you know what I'm saying? I was
Yeah.
dancing phenom. I was always cutting up and acting a fool.
He was. He had us laughing all the time. All the time. Yeah, Mike's dad was in the service, and our dad was in, and we lived across the street from one another at one time. And then his sister and I worked together at KFC at one time.
And then we started working together at KFC.
Yep. Yep. We
Yeah,
all migrated through KFC.
yeah. Right
We
down in Jersey, right outside of Fort Dix.
all right. That's right. New
Yeah.
Jersey. That was the thing.
So I'm
That
an
was the thing.
ex-military guy. You know what I'm saying? I did the military thing also. So
Mhm.
yeah, retired, but I still work for the government. Still, I don't know what Mr. Elon trying to do, but I'm still here.
Right, right.
Yeah, yes.
Yep, so it's crazy because we grew up as brats and then we turned around and went in.
Oh,
We turned around and went in ourselves, but, when you live the life and that's what you learn, you live what you learn.
yeah.
You live what you learn, you
I
live what you learn.
had to get out the hood because I'm from New Orleans.
New Orleans.
It was a little safer being in the military than it was being at home, which is crazy, right?
Mhm, right. If you think about it.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it is.
Landmines.
Huh?
I was safer walking around landmines.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That speaks something. That speaks something.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna get started. Mark is trying to get in. We're gonna let him in as soon as he comes up. And my brother Llewellyn, my oldest brother, my actual blood brother, he's gonna be coming in as well and join this discussion because I love when the ladies come on and join, but this topic tonight, this pretty much testosterone heavy, I would think, in the response. So let me go ahead and play the video
Mm.
and we're gonna get started in this discussion. Let me switch this up. All right, here we go.
I'm at work and I'm going through a bunch of damn near 88 texts from me and a young lady who I've been taking out, spending time with, good conversation, getting to know her, and it was a false alarm. When I say false alarm, um, she invited me finally to her home. Mind you, I've been taking her to dinner, movies, bowling, all on my dime. I've been trying to put in that work to get to know her. No, not pressuring her, just networking, getting to know her. And she invited me to her home, so I'm like, okay, cool. She says, would you like dinner? She said, I'm gonna make you dinner. I said, okay, cool. That's cool. She told me, what time would you like to have dinner? I said, I get off at 6. And she said, meet me at Kroger. I'm gonna be around. I'm gonna be in that area, and Kroger's right off the strip where my job is. So I said, cool, cool, cool. I meet at Kroger, and I'm thinking she probably want me to come there, pick out a bottle of wine, even though I don't drink, or something to that extent. So she's not at Kroger. She's in a handicap spot, right? So, in a nutshell, I tap on her window. I was like, what's going on, babe? She's like, get a shopping cart. We get a shopping cart. She puts some alcohol on it, whatever. And she's pushing it. And she was like, what do you got a taste for? I was like, anything. Some steak. I haven't had steak all year. So we had got some T-bone steaks. They were like $28 a piece. So she bought 2 of them. She got some baked potatoes. She got some carrots. And what else she get? Some asparagus. And she got some other little necessities. She like, you want any dessert? I said, nah. But she got an apple pie for herself. So now we ringing all the stuff together. And it comes to, matter of fact, she got all these seasoning. It comes to $72, right? And she looks at me. I tell you no lie. She looks at me while we in the express lane. And I say, oh, you want to use my Kroger card? She's like, no, stupid. I got my own Kroger card. So she take her Kroger card out. She said, you're not going to pay for it? I tell you no lie. My voice is still gone. I looked at this woman in her eye, and I walked away. I didn't say no. I didn't say yeah. I just walked away. I'm not even going to ask you, was I wrong? Because God's my witness. I know I wasn't wrong. You didn't tell me you wanted me to pay for the food. You just said you was going to make me dinner. This dating situation.
Do
Yeah.
y'all understand now why the topic tonight is ooh child? Ooh, Mark, hello, sir.
I'm talking like this tonight. I'm not coming back in. I'm not gonna put my camera on. Forgive me, Father, because I have sinned.
Do-
Let me stop messing with you. What's happening? Hey, what's up?
Hey,
What's going on?
you in the confessional booth?
Yeah, I was in the confessional booth for a minute, but I'm back. God damn, you know what I'm saying? I had one of them days I had to go get it off me.
All right, all right, all right. Mark,
What's happening?
this is my brother Mike.
Mike, what's up, brother?
What's up, brother Mark?
All right.
All right, all right. So we saw the video.
All right. I believe I subscribed to his channel too. From the
Oh yeah,
last.
appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, appreciate
Okay,
you, man.
okay. Yeah, that's what networking does. That's what networking does.
Yeah.
It's how it's supposed to be. All right, we gonna jump right into this. We gonna jump right into this. There were a few comments that came on Facebook when I posted the video. Like I said, there are a few comments that came across. And one came from a guy, and it really kind of surprised me. And to be honest, he's supposed to be on here tonight. So I'm not going to read his comment unless he doesn't make it, because I want him to be able to speak and say what he said on the page. But Mike, let me get your take. When you watch that video and you listen to that brother's story, what's the first thing you thought?
I said this needs to be your topic because that brother looked hurt. He looked like he was in pain.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He like he was in pain. But you know, I've been watching your show, and I watch a lot of other shows. And to me, it's like what is going on with the love with black people? Like, is this really what it is? I mean, because thank God I'm 25 years in my marriage. So when I be looking at it from the outside, I be like, really? Like, man, I couldn't do it again. I couldn't do it. I mean, it's video after video. It's like, what we doing? What we doing out here?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
You know,
something
everybody
else.
wants something for something. You know what I mean? You got people that do want to find love, but you don't. Like, how you gonna find it though? Like, you
Right.
think you got the one, but then you don't have the one.
Mhm.
You got to
Mhm.
have a lot of patience. You know what I mean?
Yep,
Mhm.
yep,
Yeah.
yep,
Yep.
yeah.
You
I
do.
mean, it was definitely a harsh reality to me. Like I said, it's been about 5 years for me divorced, so dating had changed. So you got to remember from the time I started to till I left, you look at almost about 11 year span, 12 year span of out being out in the streets. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So
Mhm.
so for me, it was definitely an adjustment. You know what I mean? So 2020, and then it was a pandemic too, y'all. It's a
Right.
pandemic.
Right.
Which
I
was a
think
good thing. It was a good thing too. That was a pandemic. I'll tell y'all about that later. But go ahead.
yeah. I'm telling you, the pandemic era was good for me. It was good. It was good for me
Yeah.
business wise though. And some people are like, how is that? But like I said, that's
It
another story.
was. It
Yeah, I was
was.
getting ready to
Yeah.
ask, how was it good for both of y'all that way?
It
Especially my
was
man
way.
being that he broke up and he didn't have none. You said it was good for business, but
Mhm.
I had to bring my my
Right.
blackness to work. I work in
Right.
business. I'm an essential personnel. So
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, you didn't have a
Yeah.
break. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I worked during that time period too. So money was great. You know what I'm saying? But relationships and dating definitely had changed because everybody was on the internet. Remember, everybody TikToking. Everybody had the TikTok pants on and doing their
yeah,
little dances and
yeah,
right, right.
yeah,
whatnot. And so it was a lot of accessibility during that time. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because everybody was in front of it.
It either made
You know.
relationships or it completely broke
Right.
them.
Right.
Made them or completely broke them.
And the
Yep.
flights were cheap. Ooh, I was all over the place. I ain't gonna lie. And you still got somebody in the you over here in Detroit? Okay, hold on. I'll be there by Tuesday.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but some places when you went somewhere you couldn't really do nothing though. I went to Hawaii. Like I already
Right.
set it up
that
before.
was the point.
No, I went to. I had it set up before the pandemic happened.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was awful.
Wow.
Yeah.
You spend all that money, and then you go over there and stuff is closed.
Nothing going on.
You can't really
Nothing
do
going
it,
on.
man.
Yeah.
So
But from a relationship perspective, I think it was that when you was like I'm kind of trying to I'm kind of reading in between the lines with Mark.
About the lines, open the book, goddamn.
yeah,
Okay, okay, okay. Look. So
You
so
gotta-
the pages look like they said, he was several places.
okay.
Right. Yeah.
He was several places, and it put him in situations where he could be those places, boom, 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 boom,
Hmm.
and didn't have to worry about all the extra stuff.
Extra stuff, and then with everything being shut down, you didn't have anything but conversation though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was a good thing about it. It was not a lot of distractions. It was just you and that person. I remember one particular city that I actually my dating was actually jumping on the plane during that time, right?
Mhm.
I didn't want to, and let me tell you why I said that, because I didn't want the responsibility of having to have a relationship with someone I get to know on a daily basis, right? It was a
Mhm.
more accessible. I'll see you next week or in 2 weeks. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I had a
Yeah.
whole lot of time to go through my own little whatever I needed to go to coming out of a marriage. So it worked out perfectly for me, you know.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, that sounds good, but you was traveling, you were doing your thing, but
Hmm.
during the pandemic, conversation might have came with a cough.
I had it. The cost ain't nothing. It ain't nothing for what some of you want to do.
No, I'm saying
You know what I'm saying? It's anything in life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're gonna
Yeah.
spend a little bit more for what you want,
no,
right?
no, I ain't say cost. I said conversation might have came with a a cough.
Oh, he said a
Oh,
cough.
I want. Hey, guess what? Hey, the one thing I don't fear is whatever man or man not make, because I
Uh-huh.
already know who I'm protected. So I ain't care about all that. Honestly, to be honest with you,
Yeah. Okay.
you know,
Okay.
I feel
Okay.
you on that.
I don't
So
fear nothing.
yeah. So yeah. So like you said, Mike, dating now, um, considering you've been married for 25 years, so not having to be out here, um, and I've been married, of course, and divorced, and it's
Right.
been what 4 or 5 years now that I have actually been dating and kind of back on the dating scene and seeing people, and it is definitely different. I'm like, I want to go back. Take me back. So
Don't
I,
don't
I,
don't
I
get don't get me wrong. Now it wasn't always peaches and cream, but
oh, of course,
it's like I'm over that hump right now. You see,
yeah.
once you're over that hump, I'm about to be 55 next month. God spare life, God willing. Amen.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
I ain't trying to go back out there on them cobblestones. I ain't trying to hit the streets. I ain't trying to walk the pavement. You feel me?
So
So
yeah.
yeah,
So for those of us who are out
yeah,
there on them
I ain't mad at
cobblestones,
you.
Right.
Do what you gotta do.
this video, I'm not gonna lie, as a woman, I went back in because I got it off TikTok. So I went back into TikTok and I saved it. Then I put my little edit on it. And at the top of it, I said, ladies, do better. Like, you gotta do better. You gotta do better. Cause I was like, I wanted to say who raised her. That's really what I was saying. Like, who raised her? Like, who does that?
Yeah.
But the thing about it is there are a lot of women out in life that feel entitled. And I really don't feel like there's anything wrong with a certain level of sense of entitlement because I personally do not believe chivalry is dead. I want that man to open my door. I want to get flowers. I want to be treated like a lady. All those good things. Pull my chair out, all of that stuff. Chivalry is not dead. But this video presented a woman with a sense of entitlement. She felt like this brother, regardless of if she invited him to dinner or not, that he was supposed to foot the bill. He was the one that's supposed to pay for it.
She was almost worse than the cheesecake lady.
Yeah. Yeah. She definitely was in the same category with the cheesecake lady. I remember that. I
Now,
remember that.
but I'm kind of thinking because the brother sounded like he didn't have no problem doing things for her, right?
Mhm.
So I'm thinking maybe if she'd have been like, "Hey, if you buy the stuff, I will cook it for you."
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
see, don't seem like you said entitlement. She didn't even go that route. She was like, "Hey, I'm gonna cook for you. Let's go to the store. Then you about to get these groceries."
Right. Because
Like,
remember, he said at the beginning of the video, he was doing all this stuff. He was
right?
paying, bowling, whatever they was doing, going out. He is the one that was paying. I think this is a good moment to read this statement, this comment that came from this brother. This kind of surprised me because everyone who kind of came across the video and made comments and liked it or whatever, um, they was pretty much like, she's wrong. What's wrong with her? So let me read, and I'm not gonna say who made this comment yet. I'm not gonna say this yet because I hope he does come on tonight. Um he said, yeah, she was pimping for real.
Mhm.
Still, according to him, he had taken her out on numerous dates, but it doesn't seem he was observant of her behaviors. He also seems like he didn't ask her any personality questions. He seems like he's the type that said, "Yeah, I got this," and or "what you need" type. This is the part that got me. He said he taught her how to treat him. Just an observation. He taught her how to treat him.
Mm.
What y'all think?
He taught her how to treat him. So was he leading with his pockets when he met her?
That's a thought.
You see,
That's a thought.
you
Somebody said they
leading with
can't
them
hear nothing.
pockets, you're gonna expect it.
Somebody said what now?
No, they said never mind. They got it straight out. I said somebody said they couldn't hear anything, but go ahead. They
Okay.
they, they got it.
Okay. Yeah. That was my thoughts. Leading with his pocket. I'm glad you said that, Mike. What else? What else y'all think on that?
I mean, I'm just gonna. I mean, as far as that, because I don't have a whole lot of detail, I'll just say this. Within the same breath of what we're talking about, women know who they can try or not. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Like that. Just cut it out. Right? Is it wrong for a woman to try to play the game? So yes, but they know a sucker when they see a sucker. Let's just be
Mm-hmm.
honest.
Mm. Mm.
You know.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't agree with what. entitlement to a certain point is okay because and the reason why I say it's okay because there's small degrees and large degrees of everything. And when we were let me see something real quick. I was and I'm gonna read this. I said the fact of having a right to something, right? That's what entitlement, the definition.
Say the
That's
definition again. I'm
the
sorry.
fact of
Say that.
having a right to something.
Okay.
That's right. And then you have another one, the amount to which a person has a right or the belief one is inherently deserving of privileges or special treatment.
Mm.
So those are two different degrees, is my point, right? So entitlement is okay. To what degree is where the problem is. If you
Right.
use it for self gain, I think that's where the issue is, right? When you don't have
Mm-hmm.
consideration for the other person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Using it for you and you only, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that we all, as human beings in relationships, marriages, or whether it is, yes, we are entitled to be treated right, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we also have to reciprocate that as well to balance it out. So we both should have entitlement to be treated right.
Right.
But when it's one sided, then that's when it's
That's
ridiculous.
when it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
Yeah, but
that's when it's a problem.
my thing is at a certain point, right, past just say 20, 25. How long does it take before that get old? Like you doing this and you're 35, you're 35, you're 40. You know what I'm saying? How long does that take to get old though? You know what I'm saying?
What's that? Talking
Mm-hmm.
about chasing women?
I mean, no, the whole
What?
the whole thing with and I might not be talking loud enough. The whole thing with just trying to get over somebody in a
Oh,
relationship
okay, yeah. Shit.
while you trying to have a relationship. Like,
Yeah.
how long does playing that game get old? Like, you past your 30s, you still playing that game?
Well,
Right.
I guess to be to a person feels I guess it'll probably be one of those things where they're probably most people probably do it forever the rest of their life. Age limit. Yes, you should grow up at a certain point, but I'll probably say they're probably when they understand that that they're not. I think whenever somebody feels that way, I think it's a void, right?
Mm-hmm.
Until you find
Mm-hmm.
self worth within yourself, I think when people give
Mm-hmm.
that up, if that makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times when someone is actually doing something for their own gain and for their own whatever, then it's a sign of selfishness.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So,
Right.
not a lot of self worth, right? Because a lot of things you may need for somebody, if you don't have it, you're gonna overly try to get it somewhere. So, to say to answer the question, I would say in an indirect way, yes, age for sure. I can definitely agree with you 100%, but that can go on as long as you don't have um get rid of your selfishness and also whenever you understand who you are and self-worth, you don't need to tug on anybody to get whatever it
Anybody
is you're
else?
trying to
Yeah.
get, you know,
Yeah.
if that
Give me
makes
one
sense.
second. We got
Yeah.
Mr. Vincent, Mr. LeVincent on
Yeah.
Mr. LA Sledge. Let me bring him on.
Bro,
Hello, sir.
What up? What up?
what's up, man?
Long time no see.
I
Right,
know,
right.
I know. Y'all
Miss
see me?
you.
Nah, we can't see the nigga now.
Can't see me?
No,
Nah.
we can't see you.
Hold on.
Okay.
What in the hell? Mark, what up, bruh?
Man, my brother, what's up, man?
Man, I can't call it. I don't know it. I don't know. Hey, I'm gonna jump out and jump right back in
All
on the laptop.
right.
Okay.
I bet.
All right,
Okay.
bet.
My
Okay.
man.
All right. So while he gets himself together, this gentleman, he is one of a few gentlemen of the Husband Show podcast. I don't know, Mike, if you caught them and seen their link.
No, I got him on. I subscribe to him too.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yep. The Husband Show podcast.
Both on a
It's a
while
few of
back.
them in this group.
Yeah, they both
Huh?
on a while back, and I think I subscribed to both of them. When
Yeah, like I said,
Okay.
man, appreciate that, man. We
Okay.
need
Okay.
they,
to get
Yeah.
it out.
yeah, but
So like I said, while we're waiting on him to join, Rebecca said something. I'm gonna put her comment up. Chivalry is not dead. She doesn't deserve to continue to date him. She is selfish. So when she said the chivalry is not dead, usually when you say chivalry isn't dead, you're thinking of what a female receives. The way I read it, it seems like Rebecca was saying that she wasn't being chivalrous to the man. Is that how y'all see that? Kind of how she read it? Chivalry is not dead. She doesn't deserve to continue to date him. Do y'all, let me ask that question because I think I'm reading that how she's saying it. Men, do y'all look for women to be chivalrous with you all?
No.
Mm, nah,
Okay.
nah. I
Okay.
mean,
So I think I see what she's saying. And I want to turn this a little bit and put it this way. Men still desire love, affection, to be taken care of in certain aspects, things like that. That
Yeah.
works?
And peace.
hmm
Okay. In peace. He
And
said
peace.
in peace. In peace. Okay. Okay. I can see that. I can agree with that. So um coming back to what the comment said, um, he taught her he taught her how to treat him. He taught her how to treat him. Now, I'm gonna say on this side of it, all the things that he was doing, there was nothing wrong with that. He was interested in her, he was enjoying her, he was trying to move to another level with her. So he's doing all of these things that men should do to hold that attention and show that I'm into you, right?
At what degree would be the question?
Well, at what
You
degree
know,
is what right, to what degree is
what
definitely
did
the
he do
question.
it?
It's
Yeah,
definitely the
because
question.
some of it can because I'm sorry, quick. It's just when you especially when you meet women, some women, you do have to tailor each person different, right? Each woman differently. You can't have the same approach because even some of the things you can offer that can be positive in the beginning, honestly, some people don't even earn it. They got to earn whatever it is you give. And I think sometimes a lot of men and women sometimes they give too much more than what the person has earned on the front end,
But I think that comes
you
from
know.
people just being who they are. Like if
Well,
you're a giver, yeah, and sometimes that can
that's
bite you
the
in the
problem.
behind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Which that means that vetting process has to happen. You got to learn how to kind of hold back and be like, is this
Yeah,
person worth these things?
absolutely.
Is this person worth these things? But I'm going to say, like I was saying, I'm going to say from a female standpoint, right? I, in all areas, feel like she was wrong. I do.
Okay.
But I can see how she made the assumption, because to her, it was an assumption. To her, it was, this is what this brother is
This
doing.
is what he does. Right, right. Mm,
He's from the time I met him, he's always done this. So why now is he having a problem? Because I expect him to do what he's already been doing. And that's where sometimes women come in and have a problem and get upset and be like, these men are playing games. They really not about nothing. This
Yeah.
is I can see this point though. I'm gonna see this point because remember, he walked off. He walked off. He didn't say, "Hey, let's have a conversation." I think he should have had a conversation with her
I
to
was getting
say,
ready
"Hey,
to say
I know you're used to, or I usually do XYZ, but it would be nice if you kind of, did that for me for a change." Now, if he did that and her response was, "I ain't spending my money on you. What you
that.
mean?" Then that's that moment for him to be like, "Deuces.
Right, right.
This is not." I think in different parts of it, there was a lack of communication. There was an expectation, but it was an expectation built off of habit. He was teaching her who he was and what he wanted to do and what he liked to do. So I'm not gonna throw the sister away totally. Um, because for me, that's what you doing.
I mean, it was only his side of the video, so we can't
Yeah, I don't
really
know what. Yeah,
get that deep into.
right. I can't even honestly. I can't even comment on the video, y'all, because I didn't even see it. So
Yeah,
You didn't see the video?
I didn't see. But the
yeah.
last part,
Listen,
I was gonna
I
You
play
might
have
it.
have,
I'm
no
sorry. I'm
problem.
sorry.
I have no
Yeah.
problem with playing the video again.
Yeah, Sledge
I
in
did
too.
it.
What's up, my brother?
What's going
Hey.
on? What's going on? I think
Yeah.
which video talking about? Which one you talking about?
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So let's play it again.
but
I'm gonna
again,
play it again, even for the people that did come in and they didn't see it
Late
either.
to church. The nigga late to church.
Always,
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
All right. So let me switch this
After the
because
offering.
Had to
after
miss
the
that.
offering, here
That's
they
right.
come.
Had to miss that collection.
Yeah.
Here
During
they
the
come.
communion. During the
Ah,
communion.
all right.
That's
Here's
that
the
wine.
video.
You know, I'm at work and I'm going through a bunch of damn near 88 texts from me and a young lady who I've been taking out, spending time with, good conversation, getting to know her, and it was a false alarm. When I say false alarm, um, she invited me finally to her home. Mind you, I've been taking her to dinner, movies, bowling, all on my dime. You know, I've been trying to put in that work to get to know her. No, not pressuring her, just just networking, getting to know her. And she invited me to her home, so I'm like, okay, cool. She says, would you like dinner? She said, I'm gonna make you dinner. I said, okay, cool. That's cool. She told me, what time would you like to have dinner? I said, I get off at 6. And she said, meet me at Kroger. I'm gonna be around. I'm be in that area, and Kroger's right off the strip where my job is. So I said, cool, cool, cool. I meet at Kroger, and I'm thinking she probably want me to come there, pick out a bottle of wine, even though I don't drink, or something to that extent. So she's not at Kroger. She's in a handicap spot, right? So, in a nutshell, I tap on her window. I was like, what's going on, babe? She's like, get a shopping cart. We get a shopping cart. She puts some alcohol on it, whatever. And she's pushing it. And she was like, what do you got a taste for? I was like, anything. Some steak. I haven't had steak all year. So we had got some T-bone steaks. They were like $28 a piece. So she bought 2 of them. She got some baked potatoes. She got some carrots. And what else she get? Some asparagus. And she got some other little necessities. She was like, you want any dessert? I said, nah. But she got an apple pie for herself. So now we ringing all the stuff together. And it comes to, matter of fact, she got all these seasoning. It comes to $72, right? And she looks at me. I tell you no lie. She looks at me while we're in the express lane. And I say, oh, you want to use my Kroger card? She's like, no, stupid. I got my own Kroger card. So she take her Kroger card out. She said, you're not going to pay for it? I tell you no lie. My voice is still gone. I looked at this woman in her eye, and I walked away. I didn't say no. I didn't say yeah. I just walked away. I'm not even going to ask you, was I wrong? Because God's my witness. I know I wasn't wrong. You didn't tell me you wanted me to pay for the food. You just said you was going to make me dinner. This dating, this dating situation.
Yeah, let me ask y'all something. Really, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Vin, okay, here's the thing. Let me just ask you this. I'm just gonna ask you this.
Mhm.
First,
Come on,
I don't even believe that we even that talking about this. You know why? Because it's so far off, and I usually don't cuss, but so far off fucking basis to even think. This simple fact that if regardless, like that, like first of all, honestly, the story it don't really sound like a real story to me, to be honest with you. Either
Mhm.
Yeah,
that or I don't know dudes like that, right?
I don't either.
Mhm.
I
I've
don't
been
either.
knowing Vince forever, right?
Right.
Vince, we don't know these type of guys, but let's
No.
just say this does exist, right?
It
Let's just
does.
say that for shits and giggles,
There's
right?
some steps out
Mhm.
there.
Let's just say it,
Yeah.
right? So the thing about it, I see what's wrong is what, like, listen, he shouldn't have walked away because guess what? Energy is another source of currency, right? The energy for
Right.
her to make the fucking meal,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right,
Mhm.
should be enough rather than just walking off, right?
Right.
Pay for the meal. You probably save more by her cooking anyway, you dumbass. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Let's
Mhm.
start there.
Mhm.
Then even if you assume that she was at some point in the line, change roles and be like, baby, I got it. I'm telling you that chicken gonna have extra seasoning on it, nigga, and you gonna be sucked off of your god damn it.
That's all I'm saying. Hey man, it shouldn't even be no question. It shouldn't
Right,
even be
so
no
but go
question.
Right.
ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right.
First of
I
all,
love that you said that. Go
I
ahead,
hate
Vince.
I hate to hear adults say Texas. I hate that. I hate that. That's a state. That is a state.
He said Texas. He said 88 Texas.
88 Texas. But yeah,
Right.
I mean that was a long, drawn out story for nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
So
nothing.
yeah. It don't
Yeah.
even sound real to be honest, y'all.
Yeah. And you know what? Yeah. It did. When I first listened to it, I was like, is he
But it's a
is he
great topic though.
crying? Or,
Yeah.
but again, yes.
Yeah,
Because although you all don't know these type brothers, there are these type
they
brothers
do.
Oh
out
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
And there are these type women out there. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I think it is definitely a good subject. It is a good
Yeah,
topic.
it's a great topic.
Yeah.
And it definitely can go because Mike, I'm sorry, Mark, you just put another dynamic to it. Now
Mm-hmm.
I said a minute ago he shouldn't have walked off.
Right.
No.
Right.
That was his moment to have a conversation with
Listen,
her.
Yeah.
But it
man.
still kind of goes back. Somebody made the point a little bit ago. Brother led with his wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He led with his wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he said it at the beginning. He did this, he paid for
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now that she's expecting it and she's looking for it. So, you know what?
Now you want to pull back.
Listen, because we all have an opportunity to start over and do over and do a do over or start
Right.
over or change our mind. Because this is all what real life relationship growth is about, right?
Mhm.
When you learn a certain thing and you do a certain thing for so long and then you learn something better to make that change. I'm going to make an adjustment on what I said. Sister girl was not wrong.
No.
She was
No.
not wrong.
Not at all.
I don't
Nope.
think she was wrong.
She wasn't
I
wrong.
don't even understand it.
From based on what I know, I don't see anything wrong with what happened.
Right.
No.
From the information he
Right.
gave us.
Right.
That's why I
She
said
wasn't wrong.
it wasn't enough to the story. It was only his side.
Mhm.
You know?
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
He seemed like one of them dudes that buy a girl 2 drinks at the club and I think he taking her to the hotel or something.
Around
You
all day.
belong to
Right.
me now.
And then
Mm-hmm.
you know what? And leading up the wallet is a sign of weakness anyway, because that
Yeah.
means
It
you ain't got
is.
nothing else to do but to
You
do
got no
that
Mhm.
because you
game.
don't have enough
You got no
game.
game.
Right? You ain't got
Mhm.
enough names, so we already know you already marked.
Exactly.
Already
Yep.
Exactly.
marked.
Yep. Yep.
So
He did. Yeah. I'm pulling back everything I thought.
we had to
I
go
am.
back and listen to you. It's like, hold on now.
Yeah.
Because like I said, energy is a whole nother currency in itself. The energy to do anything, right?
Mhm.
It's
Right.
none to
Mhm.
lay
Right.
a card on the table, right?
Yeah.
Or
Mhm.
slide a card in. That's nothing.
Hey, she might have been able to make grandmama biscuits, boy.
You
Right.
never know.
I want my
You never
mama
know.
biscuits.
Kevin, check your
You never
inbox.
know.
Hey,
Yeah.
Andrea.
You never know.
Yeah.
Licking
Kevin.
the
And then
finger.
you walked away from it like a clown.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
So,
he might have got some biscuits after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
right.
Finger licking.
I mean,
Some
she
finger
invited you
licking.
to the house. She
Yeah.
and listen, coming from a woman, because things like that are nurturing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To cook for your man and to see the smile on his
It's a
face
turn on,
and
isn't it? It's a turn on.
it is.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It is. It
Yeah.
is.
Right.
It is. Knowing that you're caring because but what's more of a turn on
Mhm.
is she had an opportunity to reciprocate what he had been doing.
Right.
And
Right.
that's what we look for. So her thought could have been, you know what? He always paying for us to go out. We always doing this and this and that. So you know what? I want to cook for him.
Yeah.
And she may not have had the money to actually get the stuff,
Could have been.
but he's been paying for stuff all this time. So she could have took that as an opportunity to this is what we normally do, but let me put a twist on it. I'm going to cook for him this time.
And
Yeah.
you know what? That's a good. I ain't gonna put it all on no girl too, cause like I say, I've been married for 25 years,
Mm.
and I've been buying all the groceries.
Yeah.
I get all the biscuits.
Yeah.
Get the biscuits.
Hey, because when you take care of your lady and she knows and she's secure in that,
Right. That's what I
she
was about
gonna
to
give
say.
you the biscuits, the platter, the
Right.
Yeah,
plate, the
right.
the the skillet, the all
Right.
of it.
He
I was
sounds
about to
like he
say
wants
that.
somebody to feel sympathy for him or something. He must have
Right.
been. He got hurt. He'd been hurt a bunch of times.
Yeah. He could have
Mhm.
showed
Okay.
her at that moment that she was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gave her that
yeah.
sense of
Okay.
good.
All right. We got one of the ladies. The lady
Yeah,
said,
I
I
seen
think
that.
she should have paid for it.
Mm.
Oh,
I
okay.
think she should have paid for it. She said she thinks she should have paid for it. I initially felt like she should have paid
Yeah,
for it
yeah,
because this is what this brother has been doing. But,
but
sometimes I'm like, when the man speaks, we got to listen. So this was a
man,
man that laid this out. And now these are the men that's speaking on it. And
yeah,
if y'all as men are saying,
we
wasn't
should have
nothing
took
wrong
care
with
of
what
that
that
one.
woman did,
Right.
then
Hey,
guess what? What you say, sir?
Nothing wrong with it.
right,
Nothing
right.
wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with, yeah, and coming from a woman, I can see, because look, so who's that? Miss Watkins. One of the things I will say, you just displayed what we just talked about, nourishment, right? That's a sign of nourishment. You're a woman, and if you feel like that need to happen, that's in a sense what you already have as a woman anyway. So I can definitely understand why you may feel that she should have paid for it, because you're looking at it from a nourishment standpoint. You know what I mean? I can see why she
Hey,
said that,
hey,
but ain't
Mark.
look, but ain't nothing like throwing that card down. It makes the dig hard a little bit when you gonna stack the card
Hey, but Mark,
down.
one point though is who she thinks she is, Corey B.
And the place to be.
Hey, Corey.
Mm.
Hey.
Hey, Corey. What? Look, I see your tea because I see the steam. I see the
Uh-huh.
steam. You all right? Corey wasn't
I'm
feeling
all
well,
right.
y'all, but I'm glad she mustered up the energy
Ladies
because she
last,
said, I can't
ladies
stay away
last.
from this one. Ain't
Ooh,
nobody
ladies
studying you, Mark.
last, ladies last.
He said,
Thank you
"Ladies,
for
last."
singing it for me, Mark. I greatly
Right,
appreciate it.
right. We appreciate it, Mark. We
Yeah.
appreciate it, Mark. So, Corey, babe, since you just jumped in, go ahead and give us what you've been. Give us your take, Corey.
First of all, I'm a little ashamed to say it, but I'm not. I'm gonna just tell y'all. That's been me, literally in that situation last year, July. That happened to me.
Explain. What do you mean? What happened?
So,
Hmm.
so, so I was bragging about how well I could cook, and the bruh said, "Prove it." And I said, "Nigga, I ain't scared." We got to the register. Yeah. No, it kind of happened like that. And we got to the register and he just stood there. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll treat, no problem. Cause you gonna
What?
stay. And he did.
What?
The end.
No, Corey B. No, 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 no,
The
no.
end.
Mm.
The
No, no,
end.
no, no. She left
Okay.
The
you
end.
hanging.
Now here's the deal. I don't, first of all, I don't believe the story is true. I don't know what her parking in the handicap spot had to do with anything at
Yeah,
all.
I was trying to
Right.
Unless
figure
she's
it
What did
a
that
out
have to do
smart
with
ass.
too.
anything?
Right. And
Yeah,
the person
he
that
was
says,
just
I
trying to
tell
add
you
the
no
extra to it.
lie twice is definitely lying to you. That's two.
She might have
And
been
I don't
disabled
believe
vet.
this, right. I don't believe the story was real. However, if I'm saying, hey, grab a cart, what you want to eat? You want
Right.
steak? All right. I'm not doing all of that and then not going to pay for you. I don't think that that's right. Because to me, it seems like you're asking him what he wants. You're catering to this person, and then when you get up to the point where you got to pay for it, then it's, oh, you don't have it, or you not you. This is about you. Like, come on. We
So,
are
so
are
this
we
is a
treating or are we not?
this is a great comment.
Mhm.
Andrea said it. Communication is key. They could have had a conversation of what she wanted to do, and if she had the means to do it, they could
Man.
have had a conversation. You right?
Right,
She's
right.
not the type. That
Communication
I
is
don't think
key.
that was necessary there because she wasn't the type. If the story was even real, because I don't think it was, but if it
Mhm.
Let's
was,
not let's
he
stop
already
taking away
showed.
from the story.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
who
yeah,
was
yeah.
it?
So
She's not that person.
yeah, yeah. So sticking to the, like I said, sticking to the topic. What I'm saying, like, so these are real scenarios, of course, right? We can definitely say that.
Hmm.
But again, I think like everybody's comments are great comments, but let's just look at it from the standpoint of only knowing what we know based upon the clip.
Mhm.
Right,
You know,
right.
the nigga took a shower before. I don't know. We don't care. We talking about from the time he started
Mhm.
to the time it ended, based upon what you have. If we all can make scenarios. So, but I definitely understand. There's so many ways we can look at it to our
Yeah,
point.
Mhm.
You know what
Mhm.
I mean?
Y'all pause for the cause for a second.
Yeah.
We got Mr. Kevin in the
All right,
building.
girl. Listen,
Man,
everybody
don't
have
bring
a
that
seat.
dude on, man, because that dude ain't hollered. He inboxed me yet. Let him sit back
What?
there for a
Let him
minute.
Oh,
sit
okay.
back. Let
What?
me see. I gotta
What?
change this up. Ooh,
Yeah,
I hate this one. I
yeah,
don't like
yeah.
this
You
one.
gotta.
Y'all look
Yeah.
too.
What are you doing?
I
I
don't
like
like
the one on
that
the
one
I
side
though.
don't
better.
like.
We're gonna have to go with it because it's too many. So many
It
people
shows
on.
my
We're gonna have
No,
to go.
logo,
it's
not
another
you.
one. It's more. I
Hollywood
know that one.
Squares.
Yeah,
Hollywood
but go
Squares.
ahead. You the
Yeah,
host.
yeah. I don't
Yeah,
quite like this one. I don't like to be. But hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me see something.
yeah.
No, you got to be the center of attention.
Yeah,
Right, but there's other
Don't
boxes.
like
There you
me.
go. That's the one I was
there
looking
we
for.
go.
Golly.
There we go.
Sheesh.
Hush, Mark. Hey,
Yeah, Mark.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
gonna
mute.
inbox you, bro. I'm
Hey,
gonna
mute
inbox
that
you.
dude, man. Mute Kevin, man. Kevin ain't
hey,
hit me back on the
Kev.
inbox. Mute. No, that nigga need to say nothing.
Oh,
What's
okay.
up, man?
All right. All right.
Oh,
What's
okay.
up, man?
I finally see Kevin. All right,
Yeah,
what's up?
that's what's up, buddy?
Chilling, chilling, chilling.
All right, all right. Corey, how you
Yeah.
doing, Corey?
Hey, hey, hey.
All right, Mr. LA Sledge.
How
I
you doing,
see you.
sir? How you doing?
I'm doing, bro. And of course, Mark, I got you, bro. I'm gonna inbox you.
Yeah.
so,
Lady
so,
D, how you doing, Donna?
hey, Kev. Thank you, thank you. So, listen, y'all. The comment that I read came from Kevin.
Right,
Kevin is the
right.
one that made the post on the post that made the comment. And I was trying to wait for you to get here, Kev, so you can have a little bit. You can kind of elaborate on on. You remember what you said, Kevin?
Yeah, I said that. I believe he's more the type. Hey, baby, I got you. What you need? So he sort of taught her how to treat him. Like
Hmm.
if you want to call her simping, that's what she did. That's he appears to be like he did it for so long that she assumed that perhaps, hey, well, he expects this. This is what he's supposed to do. He don't let me take care of anything else. So
Mm.
yeah, so
Being with them pockets.
yeah, he seemed like he pimped himself out that one. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I keep hearing leading with the pockets. I keep
yeah, I mean,
so what?
we so often we talk about how we tell people or we show people how to treat us, and obviously this is something that she's been doing for a while, and now he's surprised because she wanted him to come over to her house. But all along, he was taking care of everything else. So it's like, okay, we go to the grocery store. So he's been paying her bills from the gate and taking care of all her other needs. When she go to
Mm-hmm.
the grocery store, what makes you think that's going to change?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, she
Right.
said she was going to do exactly what she said. I'm going to cook for you. She didn't
Yeah.
say I was going to buy everything for you. Now, me, yeah, if I'm invited over your house, I expect you to provide the food. However, going by just a little bit of what he said, he just seems like he was already in. He went in there with his nose wide open. You
Right.
know,
That too.
and hey, she took advantage of it. So
So he just
So
blew all that hard work he did, basically.
well, look, if
whoa, whoa,
if
whoa.
that's the case, he made it transactional. Then
What,
he
what?
made it transactional. So basically, I don't want to sound like I'm ghetto, but he made an investment thinking he was going to get the meow, the cat, and
And then when he had the opportunity, he walked away from it. That's what I'm
well,
saying.
well, well,
Which
Yeah, that was
makes
on
me
him.
feel like he was genuinely trying to show her that I want to take care of you in a sense.
In a
He's
well,
sense, yeah.
showing her, he's setting up because Mela said it right here. Let me put this back up. I have been married 29 years and take care of each other. We take care of each other. But my husband feels like he sets the tone. He sets the tone.
Yeah.
So could it have been he was trying to set the tone as opposed to him, being a simp or leading with his wallet? Or, I mean, it's still kind of leading with his wallet, but could that leading with the wallet be saying, hey, I want you to understand and know I got you. I
well,
can, I.
he could have went a little. I think he should have, started off a little slow.
Yeah.
'Cause it seemed like he was moving way too fast
Hmm.
and doing all these things. So he conditioned her, to expect that. Not saying it's right, but you know, yeah, I get it. He walked away, but maybe he walking away from a good thing. Maybe he need to reevaluate how he began his connection with her in terms
Right.
of that.
Yeah.
As the one gentleman said, Mike D said, he was leading with his wallet, so he need to fall back, and I think that's a cautionary tale for all brothers, even to this day. Too often we tend to like, okay, I got you, baby, and we move so
Hmm.
fast out to prove that we can take care of everything, and she just trying to get to know us. So what happened? Instead of her
Mm,
getting to know him, she got to know his pockets more than she
yeah.
got to know him. So
Yeah.
you need
Wow.
to,
Oh,
we
Corey
got
making the face.
we got
Corey
Wow.
to
making the face.
look, scale it back some. Take your time. Most women feel like if a brother, if he try to come after her, try to get into bed real soon, oh, you moving way too fast. I got to get to know you. Well, the same thing should apply to your pockets. Okay,
Mm,
Yeah.
slow down. What's wrong with going
Slow down.
to a Starbucks? Why you got to go out to these major dinners
There you
and
go.
all these things when you first meet someone? If the premise is for you to get to know a person, slow down. Let's see if we vibing right.
Cause
Then
now
we
he hurt.
escalate. Then we escalate, the next outings because now we have a genuine connection and you have somewhat of a vested interest in knowing me. So now I can open up a little bit more. Okay, but when you go on there and then you say, "Oh no, I'm gonna go ahead and drop $400, $500 on our first date," you set the tone
You
right
set the
there. And
tone.
now you can't go back.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
and you know what, Kevin, you absolutely right, correct. Especially setting the tone. So it's almost like from a standpoint of like married people. Like let's say this, someone married, right? Let's just say, for instance, a woman had a millionaire for whatever reason, leaves a millionaire. She goes out and date. It is very hard. Her tone has already been set to have a high standard, right? So there's always, so she's going to be even or more, right? Because
Hmm.
some man has set that tone, right? So the
Mhm.
average Joe, what I mean by average Joe, no one's average, but at the same time, as far as the average dollars, which is fifty
Yeah.
thousand in
Yeah.
Atlanta, blah,
Understood.
blah, 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 right? You ain't gonna be able to reach that because the tone's so damn high,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
Right. So just saying how important as men the things that we do. Yes, it can create a ceiling that most or some can't meet. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
You
I
know
get it. I get it.
that's how
You know what
important that
though?
is.
Based on that grocery list that he went through,
Right.
it sounded like she just wanted to make him a nice dinner. She might not
Hey,
have had no steaks in the
good
fridge.
dinner, bro. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? She could have
right.
invited his ass over and bought him some spaghettios.
She
Some
took them
ramen
Kroger
noodles.
points.
Get the ramen
She took
noodles.
them Kroger points.
Right.
Right.
Somebody go get some gas.
Some gas.
Yeah. 10 cents off, son.
Just like man,
Yeah. She
So
took them.
what's Corey's insight? Because I see, she got like a
She
little,
got their nose up
yeah, she got a little frown on her face.
and
What's
keep
going
her
on,
toes
Corey?
up.
I mean,
I'm sorry. One second. One second. Mike, did you have something? I see
no,
you.
like, I can't see because I got my little bitty phone right here. I got my glasses. Man, the date night. What you
What's up,
said
man?
earlier, though, you know what I'm saying? He probably missed out because she was gonna reciprocate with that energy by
Yes,
making.
sir.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So the
Yeah.
conversation could have been had at dinner. Say, hey, babe, check this out. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And blah blah blah, this and that. I bought the dinner. You made it, but
See,
then it could have had a real conversation about.
Right.
Exactly.
Because
It could have been.
brother
It
didn't
could have
read the
been.
room.
It
Brother
could have
didn't
been
read the
a
room.
more
She
intimate,
invited him
right? A
to
more
her
intimate
house
situation. A more
for
intimate
the
situation.
first time.
Yeah.
dumbass.
He didn't read the
Dumbass.
room.
Dumbass.
What you got, Corey? What you got, Corey?
Nothing. I was gonna because Kevin said something about time. And I was going back in the conversation to hear what the man said, but he said 88 messages. I don't know why I thought he said like 8 weeks or something, but that's all
Mm.
I was just gonna say because we don't know how fast it moved. 88 messages, who knows? I don't know.
That could be
But
one day.
Could be.
Could be
I
Could
one
hope
day.
be.
not.
But let's just go with let's just go with the concept that we know, kind of how
Mhm.
this
Yeah, I
flows.
just eat Talia. Look at what she said. I had said that. I'm glad a woman said
Where
that.
should say? Let me get to
Uh,
Talia's point.
yeah, that's a good one. I had said that earlier. She kind of
I don't see Talia's.
Well, I
Live
said
to live.
eat to
Oh,
live,
eat to live.
not to live.
Oh, eat to live.
Right, that's a good
She may have
comment.
been thinking about saving him
Yeah,
money by
not
cooking.
eat to live, James. Yeah, but yeah, there it is. Remember I said that earlier. As far as instead of going out to say, I said, well, shit, he should have been happy anyway because he actually saved more by him just
Right.
paying the $70. We all
Right.
know you can't have a good time for $70 out of nowhere.
Hell no.
Right. Right. Right.
It's a
So
And
there
then
total.
you get a
again,
chance to get some boy. What's wrong with you?
there again, the sister was obviously, I think she was thinking about him.
Yeah.
She was thinking about him to the level and capacity that she could. Because again, she may not have had the dollars to do that, but she knew
Yeah.
she wanted to do something for him. And since she already saw how he was flowing, swiping and tapping and everything else,
Yeah.
what would be the difference this time?
Mm.
What would be the
I hear
difference this
it. It
time?
just seems a little distasteful to me.
What's
To
this
me.
Think
tasteful,
so?
Corey?
Hey, what you want? You want steak? Oh, let's get you some steak. You want potato? Oh, we're gonna get you this. We're gonna get you that. Blah 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 blah.
Oh,
Uh,
no doubt,
got your
no
card.
doubt.
That's
Sound
distasteful.
like she just
Hey, Corey, can I ask you something? I'm asking you, a
Mhm.
historian. Okay, so what happened to the Indians after the Pilgrims fed them? They got slaughtered, right? So guess what? she is fattening them up for her to get slaughtered. Right?
Oh Lord.
Oh,
I
Setting
don't
him
know
up for
what
the
you're talking
slaughter.
about, Corey B.
I got a question
oh,
though. I
Mark
got a
is
question.
on.
I
Mark
got a
is on
question.
one right now. Okay.
How
Go
about
ahead,
this?
Vince.
And
How
how
about
much he
how
gonna
about
do on a full stomach?
right?
Hold on. Go ahead, Vince. You
A
got a question.
lot.
How about one of those 88
Right.
Texas, or as he
Corey
said,
B.
Texas? One of those 88 Texas. What if she had said to him, "Hey, I wouldn't mind cooking for you tonight. You mind stopping by Kroger and picking up what you want me to cook? Would this be a conversation?"
that's what I said earlier.
Not at
No, that
all.
would have been great. That's why I feel like it was just it's distasteful. You could have said all of
Communication is
that
key.
in the very beginning
I
versus
get it, Corey. I get it.
I get it too. I get it
I
because
too.
it
get it,
doesn't sound
Corey.
like it sounds like I'm being treated,
I still think
not
she was right, but I get it, Corey.
Okay. Like they froze her ass.
No,
Right,
I do.
right.
Right. Because in all those texts, not
Texas,
Texas,
Texas is
in
crazy.
all those texts, he could have mentioned, well, she said da 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 da, but she didn't
Right.
say that. She didn't say that. And she didn't say it because chivalry is not dead. And this brother was being chivalrous all this time.
Yes.
And now that's what I expect.
Yes.
Because brothers, you can't have it both ways. You can't say we want a woman to be soft and not show masculine energy and this and that. And you do these things, and then she doesn't respond the way you're feeling that day. And now, what, she ain't soft? She
Right.
she she masculine? Y'all
She
can't
mad.
have it both ways. Like either
It
you
depends.
gonna
It
you
depends on when we catch y'all. Y'all know how y'all can get. One minute
right.
y'all off and masculine, next day y'all that damn. Oh, now.
Well, let's
It
not go
happens.
into why.
Well,
I'm
Mm.
just saying, man. The way you
all
start
human
the party
nature.
is the way
That's
the party
why.
gonna finish.
How you started is how you gonna finish. Cause I'm gonna tell
Right.
you, I'm gonna speak for all the ladies. I
Oh,
don't care if y'all say I can't, but I am. I'm speaking for all the ladies right now. We want to be soft all the time.
I thought you was about to drop a jewel.
Well, but here's
That
one
ain't a
though.
jewel.
Well,
Yeah,
but
Because
look,
the way some
it's
of
something
y'all
we
act,
already knew.
if you're gonna be,
I know. What speaking for all the ladies? Oh, okay. Because some
if
of
you're
y'all don't know
soft,
that.
I'm saying, but if you're
Mm.
soft, so what's the problem of just going ahead being soft? I mean, why you gotta say okay? And not just directed at you, but when
Yeah, yeah.
you hear a woman say we want to be soft, well, you just can.
just be
It's
safe.
almost like saying, hey,
Oh,
I want to be an honest man. Well, if I want to be an honest man, you just
be
be
honest.
honest. That's
we can kind of
yeah,
compare the two.
yeah.
Let me
No,
tell
no,
you why.
no,
Let me tell
huh?
you why. Because I want to be soft. I want to be, but there's all these things that's expected of me to handle, to do, to be that the wrong type man. And let me say that because I believe the right type man would know, and in not just me, but in a woman, he would know how he needed to move
And
for
I
us.
agree. I agree. But what I'm saying is like, okay, even with that, okay, saying with that
I get your
that good
point. I'm
that
coming
good
with you.
man, what he do, what he's supposed to be doing. Well, that good man can one day become that bad man. So there's no guarantee. What I'm trying to impart is
Yeah, I got you.
we if it's in our nature to be that way, why are we fighting against that nature? Okay, if it's a woman's nature to be soft, why why are so many fighting against their own nature and being soft? And then, because men do the same thing.
Mhm.
Like, well, I don't want to be responsible. So we look for every reason not to be responsible. But when
Mhm.
things don't go our way, we're like, well, why did this didn't happen? Well, if a woman knows her feminine energy, her divine feminine energy attracts a good man, why would you stop that? You know, because of an experience with a bad man. Because all men aren't bad and all women aren't bad. So we can't keep dragging or bringing into the what could happen or what if this. No, just go ahead and be what is meant to be was going to be. If that is a good man for you, he gonna stand up regardless. Okay, so you bask in your divine softness, and he gonna take care of the rest. And we are older now, especially older women. You know, if he ain't appreciating your divine softness, yeah, you curve him real quick. I
Yeah, which
mean,
is why you
Somebody will.
exit stage
Right.
left. I
Right.
get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Who you are should be who you are no matter what people are
yeah,
doing.
that's all I'm
I
trying to say.
totally understand that. So
Hmm.
let me try to give a little definition to what it means when I say a woman can't stay soft and she has to move. It's not literally that we can't be soft and we don't want to remain soft and we don't remain soft. I'm talking about things that we have to end up taking care of. Single mothers have to play 2 roles. That's
Hmm.
kinda the stuff I'm talking about.
Oh,
You
I
know,
understand.
when the father is not present, and now you have to be mommy and daddy, teach them how to drive, talk to them about the girls, what sex should look like, and you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean when I say that. I'm not saying that that woman, her character, her personality, who she is not soft.
Right.
For
So,
me, honestly, if I can't be that way, the way I want to be, we not gonna be together.
right. So, Doc, can I ask you a question? So, yeah,
One
go
one
what
second,
you
one
said.
second, Mark. I'm sorry. We got one more brother coming in. This is actually
Man,
my
I'm
look.
missing my
This is
point
my
now.
literal
God.
brother.
you forgot
Oh,
Mark.
sorry, Mark.
Lou,
Hey, Lou, what's up,
Okay.
big brother?
what's going on?
Luke Kane. Who was that? I thought who was that right there?
That's my brother Llewellyn.
Oh,
Lou,
okay.
We call him Lou.
What's up, man?
Yeah, Lou and Mike D was best friends when we were little. When I was young.
yeah,
That's
Lou had to throw them knuckles one time, boy. We was about to,
oh yeah. They fought and then they was best friends.
boy.
Hey,
Go ahead,
Mike D,
Mark. What you quit?
turn your phone panoramic. Both of y'all too. You and Luke, turn it
Yeah.
panoramic.
Llewellyn,
There you
turn your
go.
phone. If you turn your
Yeah,
phone,
yeah, turn
there
it.
you
Yeah,
go.
there you go, brother.
Okay, we're gonna come back to you, Llewellyn. Go
There you
ahead,
go.
Mark, because we know if we go
Oh
5
man,
more seconds, he
okay.
gonna
So
forget.
so you just acknowledged. You just said because I want you to cover both sides for us because this is so vital because we never hear this as men. You
Mhm.
just said we have to take in consideration for everything y'all do, single fathers, and all this thing. We could definitely identify that. Can I ask you a question, just from your own understanding? I know you're not a man, but what do you think men have to deal with? And from
Oh,
your side,
from my side,
what do you think men have to deal with?
I honestly, I think it's an even toll. And when
Ooh.
I say an even toll, we have what's expected as our responsibilities as women. Y'all have what's expected.
I
Y'all
know, but what
expect
do you think what do you think those things are?
me personally. You're
You as
asking
a
me
woman.
personally?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Shoot.
I want to hear it.
To be the head of the household?
No, I'm just saying as a
No,
you
no,
said
I'm telling you.
no, no, no.
I'm telling
Okay.
you.
No, okay, let me clarify. Let me just one
Okay.
clarification.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, to be the head of the household, as an everyday basis, what do you think men have to deal with outside of everything else? Just being a man, what do we have to deal with from your
Outside of
perspective?
everything else. Outside of everything else, what do men have
What
to
do you
deal
think
with?
men have to deal with? Because you just gave, and hopefully I just heard, if y'all help me out, brothers, and you too, Corey, I just heard you say everything that women have to deal with that makes y'all a certain kind of way, right?
No, no.
We all agree she did give
But
examples of
let me
that,
be
right?
yeah, but let me be
Okay,
clear.
so
I said being a single when we were talking about
right.
Okay, go ahead.
So what does a single man have to deal with, in your opinion? What do you think that men have to deal with?
A
Whether it be
sing
right,
a
single
single
or married,
man,
whatever.
if
Yeah.
he's a single father, he got to deal with the same thing a single mother would have to deal with.
Okay, so okay, I'll say this, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is that yes, we can understand why y'all are the way that you guys are because of the things that you explain. Now, let me explain to you why we react or do what we do as men. Right? Let's be honest. We have to say this: men, especially economically, black men, we're at the lower totem pole of trying to climb that ladder. Can we all agree, men, as far as financially? What black men fall below a very low level, correct?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so because of that,
You
right?
gotta have some long
Because of that, and the other things that we have to deal with as men is remaining who we are as far as hunters. It's so much that encompasses us. So sometimes, dang,
See
Them just
what?
getting hot too. Them just getting hot.
We got to do that
Damn it,
countdown of
boy.
what he forget. Why he getting together? You back?
okay, can y'all hear me?
Right.
Okay, got it. So listen, I'm gonna say this. Understand that the way that we act, there are so many things that we have to deal with as men that I don't think women have to even realize. And it's okay, and it's okay to identify those things. And we know you, God bless y'all for doing it. But understand, we may react in a certain way because there's a lot that we have to do as men that I don't think women even understand. So we may act a certain kind of way. Is my point.
Okay. So in response to your question, the answer would be I don't know
There you
because
go.
I'm not a man.
Great,
That
and
would
that's
be
a
it.
great. But
Which
we
is why
have to
when you
identify because it's never really identified to the point it should be as men. Can we agree? Yes, yeah, or nay, men? Can
yeah.
we can agree, man, that what we
Yeah.
do is not really actually put out. We do hear single mothers and so on, so on, so, and we appreciate that, but understand that there are pressures on us beyond what you can imagine as men.
Okay. Okay. And I think there are some women that understand that.
Right,
Understanding something and actually being able to comprehend it, there's a
Difference.
difference. There's a difference.
Yeah.
right,
I can
right,
understand you saying that it's stuff I dealt with today that you couldn't even comprehend. I understand you saying that based on how you're acting, your mood, your feeling. I can't comprehend it because I don't deal with that type of stuff in the
right,
world.
right. And we
I
don't want you
got
to
it.
comprehend it. We just want you to understand, just like we understand y'all. That's my only point.
Okay. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, because I one day jumped out of a perfectly good airplane while I was in the army and came home, and my pregnant wife was like, "You so stupid. You could at least took the trash out before you left." I'm thinking I
Yeah.
jumped out of just jumped out of.
Yeah, you just jumped out of a plane.
But
You
to keep it real, I was her husband, and that's all it was. That plane thing that was all on me.
Yep.
That
Yep.
trash thing that was all
Yep.
on me too. And I guess I should have took the damn trash out.
Before you
Well,
jumped out of
shit.
that plane, sir.
Right.
Slew.
I was about to say the
So
same thing. I was about to say the same thing. My wife don't care how many planes I jump out
exactly.
of. She say, I think I need gas in the truck. I forgot to stop and get gas. Damn.
Cause yeah,
Yeah.
cause what we're looking for is y'all have taken care
So
of things.
a lot of times, like my man was saying, a lot of times, like me personally, right? Sometimes you just tuck it all in. Now, sometimes that's not good because that's stressful. So men want to be strong, even if you in a short relationship, a long relationship, right? You just
Mhm.
tuck it all in because if the man looks weak, right? It's like a broken chain link. One broken chain
Boy,
makes the whole thing weak, right?
whole
Mhm.
falls.
So you try to stay strong so the
Mhm.
household stays strong,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You don't want
Yeah.
to deal with it with drugs and alcohol.
So right, and
Right.
so and just
Right.
say the point, and just on both sides, on the women and the men's side, like you say, we all have to understand that we both go through things that may not be equal to the same or comprehending, but let's understand that how we react, there may be some things, and vice versa, right? So we
Right.
can all get to an understanding of saying, okay, this is what we deal with. How can we coexist at
Right.
that point. You know what I
Right.
mean? What
Right.
works for us?
And that's definitely what it comes
That's it
down
right
to.
there.
That's
Right.
That's
definitely what
that.
it
That's
comes
that.
down
That's
to.
that balance right there. We're gonna
Exactly.
have our difference, but we still
Yeah,
got to
man.
Yeah,
coexist.
we got to find a way.
Right.
Gotta
Mhm.
have
And
that
then,
balance.
and
In reality,
sometimes you got to know when to let that person have a space so you can continue to coexist.
mhm.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like when I see it, I'm like, I'm upstairs now. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna stay up there for a while too. When I go to bed, I ain't trying to touch nothing because that don't want to be touched right now. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And guess what? I'm gonna cook tonight. I got you.
All right.
You see?
All right.
And then I'm
Learn
gonna
how to
go back upstairs.
coexist.
After I cook because I still can't touch nothing tonight.
Mm-mm. Boss gonna get me.
Wow.
Brother Lou, I know you just popped in. I don't know how much. I don't know if you got a chance to see the video. Did you get a chance to see the video?
I did not.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I don't want to put you on the spot or whatever, but I know you came in a little late, and I don't know if you have a few words you want to put into this conversation. You may have to listen a little bit long. I don't know. You got something you want to say before we just keep going?
No, I'm gonna listen in for a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Real
So go ahead. Who was that, Vince?
Oh no, I was just gonna, give him a
Yeah.
synopsis of the video.
This-
Okay. Okay. You can do that.
He started dating this chick, right? They went on a few dates. He paid for everything. They shot back and forth about 88 Texas. And then she invited him to dinner at her house. She told him to meet her at Kroger. You know what I mean? She got the buggy. She wiped it down with alcohol. They go in Kroger. She gets some steak, some carrots, blah, 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 blah. And then she expected him to pay for it. And he was like, oh, that's where I draw the line. He walked his ass out. No steak and
no
no
tail,
tail.
no butter biscuits, no nothing.
Right.
Lou, what you think about that
Oh, man.
synopsis? Thank you, there, Vince. You worked that out.
Man,
Yeah.
that's a tough. Uh, me myself, I normally pay for everything. Uh,
We just did that.
like, even even if the young lady has asked me out, I dealt with a situation where a young lady asked me out, and I went and met her at the establishment, and at the end of the night, the waiter will bring him the bill, and I was like, well, you invited me, so
Yeah.
you know, you invited me, so I don't know. I normally pay for everything, even if they do invite me. You know,
Yeah. That's you know what? Even with the whole, there's this thing we call it before. It's called foodie call, right? When the women call you, it's like a booty call. It's called a foodie call. So the woman only calls you when she's ready to eat. You know what I'm saying? The same thing, right? And I'll say this. So there is like maybe a 2-3 time minimum. Or if a woman calls me and says, "Hey, let's go out to eat," right? Okay, I might get you the first time. Second time, I might get you. The third time, I'm gonna be like, you know what? It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Now it seems like it's beginning to be one sided, right?
Right.
It's like you calling me,
Yeah.
acting like I'm home. I might have just ate. Right, you know what I'm saying? But you asking me, you want to go to lunch? You know what I mean? So there has to be some type of rules set, some tone set in that, because it'll keep going. You know what I
But
mean?
how do you set the tone if no one is not saying anything? How do you
Through
set that tone?
actions,
Huh?
energy, and that. Let me tell you something. You set the tone just by your presence as a man.
Right,
That's how.
but
If you ask me that,
I
right,
got you, but he said that he usually pays for everything. But you're
right.
saying after 1, 2, 3 dates or whatever, you kind of like, are you
Absolutely.
saying
Now, when she called me and keep asking me out to go to lunch, right, and initiates the lunch calls at some point, I'm gonna suspect
okay,
her to pay. That's all I'm saying.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
like
yeah,
the third one is when like, okay, now this is getting ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, I'm a little bit more. I'm a little bit more direct because I was
right,
simply ask you, look, y'all, do you just see me as a means to getting food or means paying your bill,
Free
I
food.
mean, I'm a very direct person. I
Right.
just cut right to it because the only way I'm gonna know if you tell me, you know. So if you tell me no, then okay, just in that little bit of conversation, that should send a signal to that woman, like, okay, look, he's not the one to sit here. He's gonna keep on, getting called in the middle of the night for some food, and he's
Hmm.
gonna bring it
Yeah.
to me, or vice versa, stuff like that, And I think, maybe it's just me, but my experiences in life, I got played a lot because I was a giver. I mean, I
Mhm.
paid for everything. Oh, your car need fixed? Oh, I got you. Boom, boom, I got that. Because I wanted to prove, look, I'm a gentleman, and yeah, I'm a real man. But yeah, that boy, I tell you, when it was all said and done, it's like, well, damn, where's she at? I mean, I
And
don't
Hmm.
and
bought her groceries for her side piece. You
and
know what
that's what
I
I
mean?
and that's what I mean though. And that's what I mean though. When y'all do that and a woman is looking at that and that's making her feel good and she's saying, "Wow, this guy is great. He's taking care of it. He's not looking for me to do anything or whatever, whatever." You said it yourself, Kevin. You set the tone. And then
Right.
when she does something
Right.
different, and it's
So,
all about, I think it's definitely it's all about individuality
Right.
and respecting dating and respecting understanding, and that comes with communicating with one another,
but
because it's
that's the key
so
right there.
funny. I'm sorry, let me say this real quick. It's so funny how some men and some women will feel like certain conversations, certain levels of intimacy, that should happen naturally. But Negro, you don't even know my birthday. So what are we
Right.
talking
I
about?
was about to say.
What are we talking about? I went out with this guy. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
real quick, Mike. I wanted to make this a point because it shows another side. I went out with this guy. We had gone out on like 7, 8 dates, right? And he was doing that. He was paying for everything. And I always looked to prepare myself to handle what I need to handle if I need to, right? Because I didn't want to go with the assumption.
Yeah.
So we went out on a particular date. It was like a marketplace area, and he didn't want to eat what I wanted to eat. But it was one of those things you can get your food and go to an area and eat whatever. So I said, okay, I'm going to get this over here. He wanted a burger or whatever. So he wanted to go over and get a burger. So I got my food. In my mind, we're not eating together necessarily. We're not eating at the same place. We're not both ordering food on the same ticket. So when I ordered my food, he was kind of standing back and I took my phone out to tap to pay for it. He came up behind me with his card and he was like, "Oh, you going to pay for it?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, cuz you're not eating here and I didn't expect." And he was like, "Okay, cool." We went on about the day. Do you know at the end of the day that brother told me he was pissed off the whole time because I paid for my food. He said, "I don't care if we ate at the same place or not." He said, "When you out with me, it's my job and my duty and my pleasure to take care of that." And I apologized to him. I was like, "Okay, if I was a different type woman, I'd still be dealing with this dude, even though I knew it came down to us not really being compatible." And that's where men get in
Mm.
trouble because you deal with these different type women. Even if they don't like you, they, they
They still
still
gonna
going to
accept your shit.
accept what you putting out, what you
Yeah.
spending. And that's when it comes down
Yep.
to the vetting of a person, to paying attention to their personality. That right there kind of told him something about the type of woman that I was. But there are different things that tell y'all the type of women y'all dealing with. And
Hell yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Spidey senses.
Go
Can't
ahead,
ignore
Mike.
that
You were gonna
shit.
say?
You have to discern what
Mhm.
you're here for.
Nah, I was just gonna say he should have known something was wrong when she didn't get a hand cart and got a shopping basket. I think she just wanted some leftovers.
I mean, but you know what though?
Yeah.
I mean, you
Got
know
the
what's so
whole
funny about
buggy.
that? The funny thing about it is, I'm just like, even if it don't go in the beginning the way that I probably want to, nothing ridiculous, right? But if you don't go, I'm gonna stand down, man. I'm gonna stand down, right? I'm gonna see what happens at the end, then I'm gonna make my assessment the next
Yeah,
day. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like I wouldn't have left
Yeah. Me
one,
too.
and then two, I'm just gonna assess the whole situation. I'm gonna make a decision. But back to what Kevin said, you know what, Kevin, I can definitely agree. You know, there are two types of men. There's guys that are very like you said before, you will verbalize it. I'm more of a I don't feel like, especially if I met you, right, and we just went out on a couple of dates, I don't feel like you really owe me an explanation for anything because I really don't know you like that. So I might not communicate it with me
Yeah.
because your energy and your movement is just enough for me to be like, well, I don't really want to deal with it, especially if we just met each other, right? So that's another form for me to speak into saying I disagree with how you act in the beginning, especially if I just met you. Nobody owe nobody nothing really,
Right.
you know.
Right.
That's true.
So
But yeah, so I mean, I guess that's why I would say
yeah,
you take it slow, because once you
yeah.
take it slow, you'll find out who's really into you, whether you male or
Mhm,
female, because now
Yeah.
you really have to take the time to get to know that person. Like Donna was saying, vetting them.
mhm.
Now
Bet.
I'm gonna ask you these questions. We ain't talking about these old big old dinners, so we can go back and tell our friends like, yeah, he took me there, or yeah, she just like this, she looked like she gonna give me some, and no, now I gotta take that time, put that work in to find out who you are, to see if
Mhm.
what, maybe we can bump this up to the next level. Okay. So
Mhm.
instead of, taking out to those nice fancy restaurants on the first day, hey, I know it sounds corny and all that, but yeah, can I meet you at the park? Hey, can we go to
That ain't
Starbucks, have a
corny.
little coffee or
That
something
ain't
like that?
corny to me.
You know what I'm
Nah, that
saying?
ain't corny.
And, and,
That ain't
and,
corny.
and start that way because, unfortunately, in this day and age, even as older people now, we still are making the same mistakes. We say, hey, I'm not gonna do this, but first thing we do, what? Oh, I'm gonna go get fly. I'm gonna make sure I got all this bank, got my credit cards ready, and we say, oh, I'm not gonna leave with my money. But where you want to go eat, honey? Oh, I'm gonna take you here. Take you to the spot like we've been there all the time. We're like, oh no, your first time going there, but acting like you really been there all this time. You're spending all this big money.
Yeah.
So the first thing she sees is like, wow, okay, he smells nice.
Hmm.
He about these finer things in life. So now she's saying it off of that first date. Yeah, this dude, he don't want to go here. This is where we at. So the standard's been set on that very first date.
Right.
Yeah,
The
so
very
so
first
so
date.
sorry
So
about the interrupt, but so Donna, you had a conversation like this a while back, right?
Mhm.
And I wasn't on with you live, but I had said the same thing. What about a coffee date, right?
Mhm.
So ever since then, this was a while back, and I watch a lot of videos just like this one, and I've heard some of the ladies talking about what do you think? A coffee date. I done got my hair done. I went and got my nails done, and I went out. He gonna take me on a coffee date? Like, put some damn sweatpants on. Let's go and get some coffee.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
So
Because
Put that polo hat on.
I just be
why spend
wondering.
all that money and then that person y'all don't even vibe like that?
yeah, because the expectation is
Hey, Mark.
ridiculous. I do. I really think, and being in this dating game,
I might be crazy.
that's
This.
right. Like
You know what I'm saying?
men
I am a
and
little
women.
crazy though, but
What's up, man?
Mark. Mark. Hey, while she was getting that steak and shit, I would have been getting
There's a
some
bacon,
eggs and
right?
bacon.
right.
Now, if she had said, "What
Right.
you gonna do with that?"
No, no,
then I would
right.
have left.
There you
You know
go.
what I mean?
I like that
I like that.
But she asked him what he wanted to eat, and I know he was expecting her to
one.
roll out them steaks on her dime.
That's for the night and this for the morning.
Because maybe if he knew she wasn't gonna pay, he would have got them eggs and bacon. He would have said eggs and
Mhm.
bacon.
That's why I'm gonna stand down, man. I'm gonna
No,
fight.
no, no.
I'm gonna stand in the trenches to the end. I'm be tucked in,
That's right.
right?
The eggs and
They,
bacon
they
for in
got
the
to know.
morning.
They got to know the chicken, seafood, and steak rule. They got the rule.
Right.
I put
What's
it.
that?
No, if we go out and we eat chicken, you know, then I'm gonna say, I had a great time. I'll call you later. We
Uh
eat steak
oh.
and seafood. We saying good morning.
Good morning, right?
That's what the eggs and bacon is
Yeah.
for.
Hey,
That's what the eggs
hey,
and bacon
look.
is for.
Hey,
Right now,
Tomorrow
you can
morning.
just take out to get eggs. Them shits is high as hell.
you're right. Hey,
Yeah,
they got some
exactly.
good
You want
scrambled eggs for you. You want some
you want
Kobe Jack on
expensive
that?
meal?
Want some Kobe Jack on that,
Hell
baby? Here
yeah.
you
but look, just because
Hey,
you got no steak in there, the steak and the bacon, and she
go.
don't
Right.
got the steak, don't bank on it because she can always hit you with the, it's that time of the month. Okay.
Mhm.
So look,
Mhm.
I mean, you gotta be
I'll be real.
look. That I would say this.
Your mouth work. No.
That I wouldn't take a in dating with this whole thing about her paying and him paying. I think as older folks, we know. Look, a man, if he's really into that woman, okay, you've been dating for a while.
Kevin,
No,
you got
I'm
one
not
more of
gonna.
them older folks, bro. You got one more. That's your last word, motherfucker.
Look, let's go. Look, we either look. It'll be like okay, after a couple dates, and we in it. She's certified, my girl. Guess what? Yeah, I'll go to the grocery store. Yeah, I'll pay for it. But I think right from the beginning, just out of etiquette, dating etiquette. If you offer to take this person out, or especially invite someone to your home, that you should
Right.
already have the food that you need. If you're inviting someone over to your home, you say what you like to eat, and they tell you steak, chicken, whatever. Well, you go out and you buy that steak and chicken and whatever you're gonna buy, and make sure you have and you prepared. But what you don't do is say okay, what you like to eat, and okay, let's go to the store, and you go to the store, and now that person has to pay for it because ain't no woman. Okay, if a man invites them over to the house and they just dating. They just started off dating. And he was, hey, you know what? Come on my house. I'm gonna cook you dinner. He goes to the grocery store.
Mhm.
Yeah, what you like to eat? Oh, I like this shrimp, lobster tail. Get in, and he looks at her, be like, hey, you gonna help me out with that? She gonna look at him like he a straight cornball. So my
Hmm.
thing is, as a man, you never hear the story of a man inviting a woman over to his home or wherever he stay at for dinner, and he's gonna cook for her. And she has to
That'll
pay
be the
for it.
first date now.
Right. Yeah. you know. Now, no, just look. I'll be honest, because I'll tell you, I'm a living movie. I swear to God, I am.
Me too, bro.
Everything that you're not supposed to do in dating, I've did it. Okay, paid a heavy price for it. Yeah, 'cause I was one of them brothers. Yeah, I like to cook and all that, and I did that before. But as you guys have all said, yo, I paid that price, so I'm like, not
The
anymore.
right
So
type of woman.
yeah,
The
well,
right
no,
type
well,
of
look, I
woman.
just slow it down because I found myself moving way too fast. Because I almost like putting the horse before the cart. I
Yeah.
mean, putting the cart before the
I
horse.
kept
And I would even say the right type. I would even say the right type of woman still would possibly. You still probably would have had the same type issue.
So let me ask you this real quick, Cam. What
I
made
got
you?
one for Kevin too.
What made you go out like that? What made you present it like that
Right.
early on with
Hey,
the
hold on, hold on, hold
information?
on, hold on. Watch this, Mike D. Definitely answer that. But tell us what you did that was so fucking stupid now. And then send
Oh
it
man,
backwards.
I got many stories. Oh Lord, man,
Don't
Lord.
Give
tell
us
your
one.
stories, Kevin.
Give us
Don't
Tell
tell
it,
one
your
bust
Kevin.
stories.
ass
Tell it.
story,
Tell
bro.
it.
Give us a bust ass story, bro. Come on.
no, no,
Just one.
nah, nah, man. Because look, y'all kick me out. Y'all kick me out this group. If I told you, bro.
Hey, keep
Y'all
your
take
hand
my
on the button, Donald. Keep your hand
y'all
on the
take my
button.
man card, bro. You would take my man card.
I
You're
don't
like,
care.
what? You did
Give us
what?
one, bro. I swear. I'll owe you one. Come on now.
No,
Oh, don't let him
no,
do it to you. Don't let him do
That,
no,
it to you,
no,
Kevin.
Corey Biggs,
wait.
you'll set your
no,
mother Teresa ass up.
That that'll be that'll be
no,
y'all topic. That'll be y'all topic on date night, Martin.
yeah.
That'll be y'all topic.
You suckers, man.
The
Y'all
Chronicles
crazy,
of
man.
Kevin.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
Kevin Chronicles.
thank you, Donald, for the
Martin
plug.
is
Because
crazy.
basically,
Right,
that's what
y'all.
it is.
Hey, Donna, don't be no Captain Saver.
All right, Kev, what you got? Kev, you want to
Let
share
him
a
tell
story,
it.
Kev?
No, I'm not. No, Mike just asked me something.
He said share a story.
Yeah,
No, he
share the
said no.
story
Oh,
and then tell
well,
them what made you do the shit.
Yeah. He said what made you. He said what made you do these things.
I, seriously, growing up, and looking at, some of the stuff that my mom went through and all that, and I said to myself, nah, I didn't want to see a woman go through some of the things that my mom went through, and I said, okay, let me go ahead, and be this man because that's what I thought what being a man was. It's like
Mm.
okay, making sure everything is met. Without her trying to find out. Or have to deal with the him and the hind. Like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. And I was green. I was real green, and some people just took advantage of that. Now, yeah, it made me bitter, but it also opened my eyes up. Like, okay, stop walking into stuff thinking, okay, she gonna be the one, and hey,
So
so
Kevin, let me say this. If no other woman has
It
ever
was
said
eating
this,
you
let
up,
me say
boy.
it.
It's eating you
Yeah,
up.
listen. Yeah, Kevin,
They are.
Kevin,
I got Mark. I'm gonna do. I got you.
Kevin, focus on me, Kevin. Focus on me, Kevin.
That got something for him.
Oh, okay.
Damn, you wouldn't hit no threes in high school, though. Well, I was hitting jumpers when I was in high school, but yeah.
But
You know what?
anyway,
You know what? I'm not even laughing at the story, Kev. It's more so the passion you have when you speak, bro. It's
Yeah,
so
he's serious.
strong.
He's
It's
serious.
so strong, brother. I think that's what it is more than anything. But man, tell us the goddamn story though, bro.
Yeah, he does.
I'm
Kevin,
just
hey
I'm just
man,
messing
Kevin,
with you,
I
Kevin.
gotta get out
Kevin,
of
let
here,
me
y'all.
say this. If no woman has ever said this, because you said something, you said one word and it grabbed my attention immediately. Your mother.
Your mama.
You said you wanted you watched what your mother dealt with and you wanted to do better than that with women. So I'm gonna say, Kevin, I appreciate that. As a woman, thank you for being that type man. And I'm sorry for them chicks you ran into that did not appreciate that.
Hey,
Well,
hey, look here, Kevin.
Not
I,
all of them. I
I,
mean,
I
I
feel,
won't
I
say all
feel
of them
you
was
on
like
that.
You're
that. No.
right. Nah, we
Hey,
gonna
Okay.
look. Yeah.
Okay.
hey,
Go ahead, Lou.
I feel you on that, Kevin. Because most of the women that I deal with are needy women. You know, they 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 are they needy women. They always need some a babysitter, a mechanic, take them
A
down. They
landscaper.
need something. You
I mean,
know,
you gotta almost like you gotta almost like you act like you ain't got it,
you've
right?
been
Or just
watching
got a
Corey
little bit.
Holcomb.
You know what I mean? You gotta just a little bit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You gotta act
You,
like you ain't got it, bro.
But
Luke been watching Corey
but
Holcomb.
I deal with I think I deal with needy women because I saw my father come in and marry my mother with 4 kids and never complained and took care of shit. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So I look at that and then I see women out here that appear that to need and it's as some type of attraction. You know?
Mm. Mm.
Well,
Hey,
that's the
Donna.
Mm.
damsel in
Donna.
distress type of thing.
Okay.
Donna.
Yes.
You remember that night when we was in high school and Luke's girlfriend ran out of your house and almost tore up 3 parked cars? What the hell you talking about, Luke? That girl almost tore up 3 parked cars. I don't,
You talking about Mickey Jackson?
you know what I'm talking about. She skirted out of there, y'all.
That was Did you leave my brother alone? That was the younger him.
Hey, just saying. She was in love with him and he didn't want to be with her, so she skirted out and
I
almost tore
remember
up
that.
3 parked
I
cars,
remember that.
y'all.
That girl almost took out the whole block.
All of them in love, baby.
Uh-oh.
All of them in love, baby.
So stupid. So stupid. But yeah, y'all. I think we have a lack of respect and communication for one another. Those in
What
the
it is.
single game and the dating game, there
Candace,
is a lack. And I think that lack comes from not having a lot of self-worth. We got to remember people tend to treat you how they feel. They tend to treat us how they feel. So when they're lacking something and they're dealing with something, especially somebody who is especially somebody who they're not seeing the bad and the negatives and that person is being and sometimes that'll flip. And you would think that somebody that's treating them well, they would appreciate it. But when people have a lack of self-worth, when they don't know how to deal and how to treat people, that's just going to come out no matter what you do. No matter how good you are, Kev, no matter how many dates you pay for Llewellyn, Mark, I don't even know. How no matter I'm teasing. I'm teasing. I'm
No,
teasing.
no, no, ain't no teasing. You right. You don't know.
Hey,
No, 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 no. No, I can I'm
Don't they
respecting
never
every
know?
aspect because I can respect the 1, 2, 3 dates or whatever. And then it's like, okay, what we doing? I can respect that. But as women,
I don't think I act like that, but okay.
that's what you said,
Just
sir.
clearing that up.
I got a mama story. My mama told me to shut your ass up, boy, and go get you another girlfriend. I know you ain't over there boo-hooing. My
Hey,
mama for the project. So
you look
yeah,
at that thing.
I feel you on the mama, but my mama was hard, bro.
Yeah,
Luke on my mama.
yeah.
She was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
She told
What
me
you
to shut
crying
the hell
for?
up. I said, Mama, but I thought a man was supposed to love one woman. She said, Boy, you 15. Get your ass out my house.
Yeah.
And you know what I heard from a certain gentleman? He told me, and I'm not saying this. Please don't shoot the messenger. He used to say, "A man should have two of nothing, one of nothing. He should
One
never
of
have one of nothing.
should never have one of nothing.
He should never
Right.
have one or
Wow.
He
nothing.
should never have one of nothing." I'm not saying that's right, but that's what those are the type of shit I heard. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
Because I grew up hearing a certain person on the male spectrum of the family said you should have a nighttime and a daytime.
What?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
daytime you take out in the day,
Mm.
Mm.
everybody can see her. That nighttime, she just for the
Yeah.
nighttime.
Oh,
You
you
know
talking
what I'm
about
Again,
the
I'm
saying?
not advocating the
girl.
bullshit. Now, I'm not advocating the bullshit, but that's what
Oh,
I
neither
heard.
am I. But that's something I heard. That's
Yeah.
There's a
For all you single
song
men
that
out there,
that song that say it. One to lift me up, one to hold me down. Shit. And one of them bullshit. You know, I hey, I got one. I got one. If I knuckle up, that motherfucker knuckling up too. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The only
Damn.
bad
Look
part is
at Corey B. Why you looking disgusted, Corey B? Look at your face.
Hey, the only thing my mom ever told me was don't get that girl.
Yeah.
yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
so 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 we can all safely say we weren't properly taught how to date.
No, if you
Exactly.
want to be honest,
You know better.
no,
You
Yep.
hell
do
no,
better.
we
We can
never.
And I
safely
ain't saying
say
no more.
That
Okay,
should be
Mark?
you know what that should be after you graduate from high school, especially for men. There should be some type of like I'm using
training.
courses, training courses as it's called self
Etiquette.
evaluation training,
Mm,
right? To
mm.
evaluate yourself when you leave high school to start the
Mm.
evaluation period because we do the evaluation period. Honestly, if you're getting married young, shout out to those who got married young still together, you have as a man and I'm sure as a woman there has to be a self-evaluation first because you got to evaluate yourself, see where you at, because you're going to have to know how to mentally and spiritually cater to your person. You can't do that while you're trying to evaluate yourself at the
And
same
figure
time,
out who you are. That's
right? Let's
right.
be honest, that's why it's
Right.
kind of early. That's why in early parts of marriages, for those who have been married and you can attest out, to that, this it's so difficult because as a man alone, you're trying to figure out your own self. Then you got a woman you're in the home with. You don't really know how to cater to her feelings at that age. Let's be honest,
Nope,
Yeah,
nope, nope,
yeah.
nope.
None of us do. None
right?
of us do.
Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
So
None
that
of us
should be
do.
a uh, self evaluation phase from like 20 to 25
Mm-hmm.
before you even start dating or
Call that shit
considering
orientation.
anybody. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, call
Yeah,
it
Yeah,
something.
orientation.
You're right.
yeah.
Right.
Life orientation.
So
Right.
I mean,
Life
how would you
orientation.
go
Life
about how would you
orientation.
go about doing that? Like with some
Yeah,
men's groups,
let's create an app. Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do
Well,
men's
this.
group,
well,
That's all
well.
we
I
gotta
mean,
boys
do. I'm
groups,
telling you.
the
it,
church.
guess
Call
what?
it,
It'll probably have to start with the young men first, then, right? Because after we show that, then use women's like, oh, what they doing? Oh, maybe we need to do this. That's usually how it
Lead
works.
brother.
You know
Lead
what I mean?
brother.
You know what I mean? Usually, we'll have to start with the young men, put them through the whole thing. You have to see the results of that, and then the women, then the mothers would tell them, hey, they will organize that. So then at some point, I think dating and relationships and marriages will work even
You know,
better.
it's crazy. There used to be things like that.
Right.
It
Mm.
did. And you know,
Yeah.
it looked exactly how you said, Mark, but it was
Mm-hmm.
called something. It either came through the church,
Mm-hmm.
maybe,
Yeah.
or if you were in the Boys and Girls Club,
Mm-hmm.
I
if
I'm
was
gonna
about to
go
say
back
that. I
further
was
than
about to
that.
say
I'm gonna go all the way back to Kemet
home
when
economic,
you were actually groomed to be with someone.
Right.
mhm,
Right? You were groomed. I mean, and some people look at it as being like barbaric, but at the end of the day, that's how dynasties were built,
Yeah.
right? In
yeah,
comparison to what we have today, we have fallen. Let's be honest,
yeah,
right? So
yeah,
obviously that worked. However,
yeah,
that looks that structure should be
Yeah.
looking
We
like.
used to sit around a campfire in a circle and talk and
yeah,
communicate
yeah,
with the
right.
yeah,
village. So we
Right. I
don't,
mean,
that dynamic got taken away a long, long
mhm.
time ago.
mhm,
So this leads back to the video and everything else that we're talking about. That's
Right.
not
yep,
being done.
yep.
You know,
It's not being done. It's not being
Yep.
done. And no disrespect to our parents. They did it
nah,
the way they
they
thought
move.
and the way
Right.
they
Right.
knew and how they experienced. So, but damn it, you ain't teach me how to be no wife.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Again,
Right.
you know, everybody they learned as they went along. But the thing about it is when you learn better, it is your responsibility to do better,
Mhm.
and we have to do
Right.
better. So, you know, if a brother's coming your way, ladies, and he's not showing certain things that you need, and you know that's don't expect him to be all of this and that at the beginning, but present yourself and carry yourself where he will want to do these things. He would build and grow to do these things. All right, y'all. So y'all know how I like to end it. We gonna go through each one in quick synopsis, quick just thought. The video. Let's remember the context of the video, and end with your thought on what we saw in that video, which led to our topic. Corby, what you got?
My thoughts are plain and simple. If you are going to ask someone out, you should probably be the person to take care of the bill. If you're going to ask them out, you're intending to treat them, treat them. There's nothing wrong with being kind to somebody that you're interested in or reciprocating what somebody's done for you. That's all I got.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Mike D. Mike D, what you have, sir?
Well, I say know what you want, right? Make it understood when you meet somebody.
Hmm.
Your expectations, and maybe their expectations. Y'all have to have that conversation. So y'all can nip the rest in the bud. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. If it ain't for her, it ain't for her. You ain't got to be
Right.
enemies because it ain't working because you never got a chance to bond that. You know what I mean? So know what you want and put it out there on the table.
That's right.
You
That's
know, I
right.
mean, we just, gonna nookie for the cookie for one night, and we gonna keep it tight.
Say what you want. Say what you mean.
And what you want?
All right. All right. Vince, what you got?
I'm gonna just echo what my man Mike said. Know what you want and be intentional. I mean, I don't think young man, should have walked away and left her standing there with that bucket full of food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was
Yeah.
kind of foul, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. You want to play in the big leagues, you got to step up with a big bat. That's all I got.
Lou, what you got?
Ah, I'm gonna say when first meeting, we deal with a lot of what I call fluff. You know, conversation don't mean nothing. Uh,
Mm,
I'm understanding that we just meeting, but we still need to have some type of meaningful conversation. You know,
mhm. Mhm.
I mean, when you think about it, that's the foundation. You know,
Mm,
if your foundation start on fluff, then you're gonna be on cloud nine all the time.
mm. Okay.
Bars.
And
Okay.
for
Right.
Mike, for Mike D, I would say, Father MC, baby, treat them like they want to be treated. You know,
No, you gotta make sure you call me, dog.
yeah.
All right, Kev, what you got?
I would just say, don't don't plant a seed that you ain't, don't that you really don't want to water. So
Mm.
don't if you don't want her or you know, her to be expecting things. Don't plant that seed. So that's it.
Okay. All right. Last but not least, Mr. Mark.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna start off and just say, stop being so eager. Right, eagerness gets you in places that you don't want to be. Right. Whatever it is you feel at that moment, it'll reveal itself. Take your time, pay attention. With that, you'll see what you need to see. I think eagerness sometimes gets us in these situations, right? You see something that looks so good, or you
Oh
feel
yeah.
something that you ain't never thought you've ever felt before. So you
Mm,
want to just hold on to it and to obtain it. So I'll just say, stop being
mm.
so eager for it, right? And if it works for you, it's gonna reveal itself like anything else. Just slow your ass down.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, thirsty rat end
No
up in the
child.
trap.
Right.
All right. I love that. I love that. I love all y'all perspectives. I'm sure somebody got something from this tonight. I really hope they did. I have to agree with everybody. I think everybody goes with the same consensus. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down and communicate. And if you are afraid to
And
ask questions or to present something to somebody, you don't need to be talking to that person. Because if I'm worried about how you gonna respond and it's not gonna be the right way, then that means from the jump, I'm making exceptions for what I know I already want. And you should not make exceptions. So let's slow down, enjoy the process, and bring it back to what it used to be. I know our parents weren't perfect in dating and how they did it or whatever, but they got something right. They got something right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
because
got.
they started with little notes with do you like me, or with the little check mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a twist on that one though. Whenever I wrote that note, I didn't give no options. It was, do
Yes.
you like me?
Or-
Yes. Check yes. I didn't give no
Hey,
options.
you know what? He ain't even lying. I've been knowing this man right here since about what, third or fourth grade. He ain't lying.
Third grade.
He ain't
Third
lying.
grade.
I
Ain't
swear.
no option. You wasn't the caveman pulling the hair with the
Oh
that
man.
wasn't you at.
Hey man.
Fuck.
Slaves was the original lady killer. I'm telling y'all.
Uh-oh.
Y'all think y'all man.
Listen to Mark. Listen to this dude. Hey, I just had a girl today ask me. Hey, I got a girl to ask me today. Ask Mark why we used to call him Smiley in college.
Ah
Call him
damn. Here we
wait, call
go.
him what?
What? Wait
Yeah,
a
Oh
give us,
minute.
man.
give us the story, Mark. Give us the story.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
No,
I'll
I
put you
give us
missed
the
like
it.
damn
this.
Call him
story.
what? What did they
Yeah.
call him?
I'm as well as I'm happy,
Smiley.
man. But sometimes I could be the Joker too. You know what I'm saying? I could be the Joker. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So
Yeah, we gonna have
this
to get
is
that story. We gonna have to get
yesteryears.
that
Uh-huh.
story.
You know, I was a changed man.
Yesteryears.
I'm delivered.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a beautiful night. Y'all do me a favor if you on the panel, stay put for a second. Facebook, YouTube. I don't know if we went over the IG tonight, but if we did, good night. I appreciate you guys joining us. Remember, the series is coming up. The topic is breaking generational curses, closing the gap. I'll give y'all more information coming up on that soon. Thanks, guys. Good night.
Good night.
All right, peace.